Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? Wayne Bolden here at the SpeedKing channel. Here to take a peek at the Santa Anita Stakes at Santa Anita, the great race place. On Saturday, grade 2 race. It's 7 furlongs. Field of 3-year-olds going 7 furlongs for 200,000. Very small field, 6 furlongs. We're going to dive right in. This won't take a long time. Remember to turn your closed captions on. And as always, please support us by subscribing, ringing the bell, buying your SpeedKing a coffee. And our email address is speedking24@yahoo.com. Let's dive right into this here Santa Ynez Stakes. Well, let me just say this right away. It's the same suspects. 20% of the trainers in North America win all the races. 20% of the jocks in North America win all the races. So the top 20%. So in the Santa Ynez Stakes, field of 6, you already know 2 or 3 of the horses probably shouldn't be in the race, which means the morning line probably have 2 or 3 8-5 or 9-5s on it. Okay, I mean, that's just typical. I'm not a big California player, but it's a stakes race and we're kind of compelled to do it. But let's dive in. 8th race, 7 furlongs, 3-year-old fillies. I don't think you'll see any of these in the Kentucky Oaks on the first weekend of May, but let's dive in. Under the Stars. Well, Under the Stars, well, what else is new? 3 starts, 1 win, 2/3 by Pioneer of the Nile, one of my favorite sires, and trained by Bob Baffert. Ridden by Flavien Prat. Odds 8-5. What else is new? Obviously, the number 1 horse, Under the Stars, is probably the horse to beat. Got the best speed figure of them all last time on the 11th of December at Los Alamitos, coming out of a maiden race. They like this horse because before she broke her maiden last time on December 11th, they ran her in a stake race at Del Mar on November 12th behind Anita. And that's pretty good. She did run 3rd. So again, going into the race, the number 1 horse, Under the Stars, the connections are there, the rider is there, the bloodline is there, the morning line odds are not there at 8-5. And again, you know, probably the horse to beat. Am I crazy about him? No. Now, I'm not being negative against Flavien Prat or Bob Baffert. I'm just going to look somewhere else. But don't get it misunderstood. From a pure handicapping standpoint, the number 1 horse, Under the Stars, is the horse to beat, for sure. The number 2 horse, Big Shamrock, the old Shamrock horse, has 3 starts, 1 win. Well, that's not bad. By Mr. Big, Dan Blacker. That's right, Mr. Blacker is our trainer of record. And this horse had came off of a 101-day layoff before running on December 12th in Los Alamitos and won the race. So right off of a break, you know, Big Shamrock won, broken maiden in the claiming race. Now returning in 22 days. Speed figures are okay. They're subpar. Don't look like they can beat the 1 horse, Under the Star. So the number 2 horse is one of those horses I was talking about. Don't appear that he should be in this race. Now, his last speed figure, or her last speed figure, isn't that horrible. Okay, so I mean, you know, she would have to improve tremendously, but it is the 2nd race off the layoff. She does have 27 days prior to her last win, so maybe she's 20-1 on the morning line. I don't think so. I don't like Big Shamrock in this spot. Well, the number 3 horse, Big Switch, 2 starts, 2 wins. I like that. This horse has never done nothing wrong, obviously. Trained by John Sadler, and Johnny V is in the arms. This horse is by Mr. Biggs. Remember that Big Shamrock, the number 2, is by Mr. Biggs. So there's 2 of them in here with the same sire, the number 2, Big Shamrock, and the horse we're currently talking about, Big Switch. Well, Big Switch ran a beautiful, beautiful stake race last time at Del Mar on November 5th. And if you remember, November 5th and November 6th was Breeders' Cup weekend. It was a $175,000 race. The horse set beautifully off of the pace and ran by him. It was the Golden Stakes juvenile filly. And, you know, John Sadler laid her off for 64 days and returning now. So that is a beautiful, beautiful job. You know, the horse won in November. He turns her out as a 2-year-old, and she's making her 3-year-old debut off of a beautiful, beautiful line. 64 days rest, and I don't know how you can not be positive with the number 3 horse, Big Switch. for sure. It'll be my first or second pick in here for sure. Only 9-5, but I love everything about her. Winning that race in November, Breeders' Cup weekend, laying her up, bringing her back. First start as a 3-year-old, 64 days, should be well rested, obviously, should recover, obviously a little bit better, got experience, and one of 2 horses in this race that has multiple wins. The horse is 2 for 2. How can you not like the number 3 horse, Big Switch? You have to. And then Me Jude. Me Jude, the number 4 horse. Well, here's your engine. Here's the other horse that has two wins. Okay, so there's only 2 horses in this race that boasted 2 wins. That's the number 3 horse, Big Switch, who we just got finished talking about, and Me Jude, the number 4 horse, who is not only has 2 wins, but has the speed in this race. The number 4 horse, I like this horse, has 3 starts, 2 wins for $49,000. Mr. Wong is our trainer, and we got Mr. Frey in the arms. Oh yeah, this horse is very, very fast. They will not get in front of this horse out of the gate at the half-mile pole. There's no doubt about it. Me Jude will be on the engine if she has improved. She won at Golden Gates on November 25th across the synthetic in a stake race. Beautiful. They turned her out and brought her back 43 days later, making her 3-year-old debut. You gotta love that. That's why I love the 2 and the 3 and the 4 in here. They turned the horses out in November. Gave them plenty of time. They're making their 3-year-old debut. I expect this number 4 horse, Me Jude, to be maybe go gate to wire. And here's the beautiful, beautiful thing: the horse is 10-1 on the morning line. You know, so I mean, I like the number 4 horse to maybe. Her speed figures are cut below a couple of these in here. The number 3 Big Switch and the big head horse on the rail under the stars, Bob Baffert and Flavian Pratt. But again, you know, this horse only has 3 starts, Me Jude. So, I mean, she's making a 3-year-old debut. I expect her to be like all guns and come out of the gate blaring. Mr. Frey, get this horse to the top. 10-1's a beautiful, beautiful price in a 6-horse field, for sure. That's the number 4. The number 5, Awake at Midnight. Well, I don't know if I'll be awake at midnight, but she has 2 starts, 1 win, and 1 second. Trained by, that's their man, mama, Doug O'Neill. Well, Mario is in the arms, and guess who the horse is by? The number 5, Awake at Midnight, Night Chris. What else is new? Is Doug O'Neill. Well, this is a nice horse. Come off of a turf race, grade 3. The Durant Stakes at November 27th at Del Mar, and ran second by a nose. And that's a beautiful, beautiful race, and the speed figure is decent. The race before then, when she broke her maiden October 31st, which is Halloween, at Santa Anita, almost went gate to wire, but got the job done by a neck and earned a decent speed figure. And by the way, guess who she beat in that race? Under the Stars. So again, the number 5, Awake at Midnight, beat Under the Stars when she broke her maiden back there on October 31st. So again, anybody that's taking a positive view on the number 5 has everything her way. Awake at Midnight got Doug O'Neill, got Mario in the arms. The horse is making a 3-year-old debut, and it's by Nyquist. Okay, back to the dirt. It seemed like this horse is talented equally on both surfaces. Maybe Doug don't know what to do. She broke her maiden on the dirt and then came back and ran the nose to a grade 3 race. So this horse got black type, G type black type. So the number 5, Awake at Midnight, is a very, very nice filly, and we expect her to do some work coming off of a 42-day layoff. The number 6 horse, Miss Maddie B. Oh, the old lady's back. Miss Maddie B only got 4 starts, 1 win, and 1/3. They only paid $10,000 for this horse in 2020 in the September Keeneland sale. And Mr. Robert Hess Jr. is our trainer. Old man Mikey Smith, one of my favorites, right? Legendary Mike is in the arms. And this horse, man, won a beautiful, beautiful maiden turf race last time on November 27th and making a 3-year-old debut. This horse is by Tunnelist, and I don't see why this horse shouldn't dirt. Speed figure across the grass is quite good, to be honest with you. So she's only 5-1, Miss Maddie B. I'm not mad at you if you take a positive position on this one. So in the stake race, what are you saying? Well, of course, you know everybody's going to be betting Flavian Pratt. He lands on all the favorites out there and all the stake races. And, of course, it's Bob Baffert and, you know, what else is new. But I'm going to look somewhere else. I'm going to go ahead and try to speed pop the field in the small field. I'm not going to bet a lot. I don't even like the race, to be honest. But I'm going to take Me Jude, the number 4 horse, who is clearly the speed and will get the lead. Now, can she hold the charge off of the 1 horse Under the Stars? I doubt it, but I'm taking her anyway. And my second pick, who I like equally, is John Sadler horse, Big Switch. I think this here 3-year-old filly is making a return and should do some work. So there it is, folks. My top 2 picks here is Me Jude and the number 4 and the number 3 horse, Big Switch. 3-4-4-3 for your life. For me, I'm not taking Pratt on the rail. Are they the likely winner, him and Bob Baffert? Probably, but what else is new? I mean, I don't want to cry a river here or, you know, have a problem at all. I'll call my congressman and talk about it. But again, I'm not betting the 1 in terms of the win spot. I already know that Always at Midnight already beat Under the Stars when you broke a maiden. Obviously, he's not the same horse Under the Stars, but I'll take my chances against 8-5 on their way to 4-5. I'm sure of that. So we're not going to use the 1 on top. Likely winner, can win, should, I don't know if she should win, but I get it. But I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use Me Jude, the number 4 at value at 10-1 if I got to risk my $2, and the number 3, who I really like, John Sadler, Big Switch. As always, folks, down in the description, see our disclaimer. And most of all, always remember to turn your closed captures on. Support your SpeedKing. Our email address is speedking24@yahoo.com. Tell me what you like in this grade 3 race. Talk to you shortly.